Let's perhaps start it off with your assessment how this is really hurting Angela Merkel. I just mentioned the regional elections that are coming up. What is your take on that?
Well, I really have to say that I'm much more relaxed than what you expressed a minute ago. You said it by yourself. We have a general election in North Rhine-Westphalia, which is the most populous state. And politicians, of course, know that voters are not in favor of support measures for Greece. Yeah? And insofar, it's clear that shortly before this general election in North Rhine-Westphalia, that there are some politicians who raise their voice against possible race. But I think you have to understand, since the very beginning of the Federal Republic of Germany after the Second World War, the integration of Germany into Western Europe has been a constant cornerstone of foreign policy. And in the end, in the worst case scenario, the political establishment of Germany will be ready to pay, I'm quite sure, on this.
Okay, so we will have to pay, or Germany will have to pay. I mean, they basically signed off on that already in the round of the European leaders. But what does it really mean? Also, the leading economic forecasters yesterday said, well, basically this whole initiative is really all against the spirit of the Maastricht Treaty.
Yeah, of course it's against the spirit of the Maastricht Treaty. A cornerstone of the Maastricht Treaty is a so-called non-bailout clause. And that's true, yes. But on the other hand, politicians have to face the problem of solving an imminent crisis now and at the cost of this non-bailout clause. This is more or less clear to everybody in the market.
So just to sum it up, do you think this emergency plan will have to be implemented in more or less shorter terms than midterm?
Well, I do not forecast whether it needs to be implemented. In theory, it does not need to be implemented because when you look at Ireland, you can see that it's possible that a country does a lot to solve its problem by itself and to keep its spread quite tight. But as the situation is, the situation or the likelihood that the Greece will call in has increased. It's absolutely clear.